Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Today honestly could have been a day for a double upload. Just time didn't permit, but I'm going to try and get everything in this video. Ironically though, there's not much Chelsea related today. So we're going to talk about what's going on elsewhere. I am going to start with Chelsea because there is one small thing that I have to say. But there's other things kicking off on both sides of Manchester, as well as an update that I'm about to give to you after the Chelsea bit in a sec. But before we do get into all of that, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, as we are now in the international break, and there will be daily uploads. And as I've said, there will be doubles because there is going to be time for us to get that in. So make sure you guys are here for that. Subscribe, notification bell, and check out the socials, Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you're following. Let's get cracking without further ado, because the international break is a bit of a boring time. And we're not looking forward to watching Nations League. Let's be honest, we're not. Especially England. We're in, what is it? We're in like League 2 or like Group B? What is it called? It's the Nations League in there. I'm not even fussed. But anyway, let's start off at home before we jump away. Chelsea played Nottingham Forest yesterday. If you didn't catch that match review, you know where to hit it. If you're living in a cave, of course, because yeah, we were all talking about that game yesterday. So make sure you check it out if you haven't done so already. A certain player said something after the game, and I'm going to show you, and we got to clarify it because I think it's best for his sake that we tell him what's going on. So, here it is. Marco Correa came on socials, and this is him on Twitter, aka now it's known as X, saying, "Definitely not the result we wanted. See you in 2 weeks, Blues." I don't want to be that guy, yeah, but I might have to give a Jeff Shreves sort of response. And if you are aware of Jeff Shreves, you will know that back in 2012, when I started on this entire platform, and we knocked out Barcelona in that wonderful semi-final at the Nou Camp, and I will talk about Barca at the very end of this video, Jeff Shreves had to clarify something to Ivanovic and tell him that he was missing the final. Well, 12 years later, I think it's time we do the same to Marco Correa. Mark, I don't know if you've heard, mate, but you're suspended. And, as a result, we will not see you in 2 weeks. You're going to be either maybe watching from behind the bench, or maybe you'll be told to stay at home and just watch it from home. Yeah, but we will not see you because you're suspended. You picked up that other yellow card yesterday, which was reckless, not needed. It wasn't needed at all. However, you could argue that he shouldn't have been booked maybe beforehand because it was a suspension based on the amount of yellow cards that he's picked up. So it is what it is. We're all getting yellow cards now, aren't we? I think Chelsea have set a new record or something I've read. But thanks to Anthony Taylor, that's the case. If it wasn't for Anthony Taylor, we wouldn't be in this situation. So it is what it is. But Marco Correa, mate, you're suspended, so we will not see you in 2 weeks. However, we'll be waiting for your return after that. Let's just hope we don't get destroyed by Liverpool. I'm actually looking forward to that game, and hopefully we put in a very good performance. Fingers crossed it's going to go very, very well. Now, something, it's not really Chelsea related, but we should know about it. Here's the latest coming out of Villa. John Duran, 2030, Aston Villa. Yes, John Duran has signed a brand new contract up until 2030. Now, we don't know the ins and outs of this contract. We don't know what's in the release clause, if there is a release clause, but there is whispers, you know, there is word on the street that's saying 100 million. Yeah, I think that's that then. Look, not just for Chelsea. I don't think anyone's going in for John Duran now. Aston Villa, you've got your man. You wanted to keep him? Well, you bloody have now. So, John Duran not going anywhere. So, maybe some people say, yeah, Chelsea have missed out. Well, guess what? Everyone else has missed out. If anyone else is interested, no one's getting him now. So it is what it is. So we move on. That's basically all I've got to say about Chelsea. But there's big things happening elsewhere. Manchester United. Let's start at United because we got to kick off there. I didn't get to speak about Tottenham yesterday either. Tottenham. Tottenham, Tottenham, Tottenham. It is the history of the Tottenham, as wonderful Chiellini once said. And it is, isn't it? I mean, 2-0 up, and then they bottle it 3-2. Big Ange is on the pitch at full time, just hands in pocket, contemplating his life. Like, what the hell am I doing here? I've got no hope here. I can't change this. No one can change this. It is what it is. So I've not spoken about that. We might do a video on Tottenham because I feel like there's one key important factor about that football club that just needs to be acknowledged. There's a big elephant in the room and people are like pretending it's not there. So we might do a video on Spurs, actually, and that might help Big Ange. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled. But United, let's dive right in. Here's the latest that was coming out earlier today. It's true that within the leadership team, some think Thomas Tuchel could be the man to replace Erik ten Hag. If he's sacked, however, it's understood that Thomas Tuchel's side are pushing the fact that he could replace current manager Erik ten Hag at the moment. Now, this is coming from Sam C, who we know has got good connections to Manchester United. Very good. He tends to get things pretty spot on with that football club. He was doing it with Chelsea at one point, up until Mason Mount left. Just saying. So look, I gotta be real. I think Mason is the one that's probably close to this guy. I think. But anyway, we keep it moving. Because, yeah, when it came to Chelsea, as soon as Mason left, all of a sudden, the league stopped. So that's just me trying to put two and two together. But there's more from Sam C. Here it is. It's understood that Sir Jim Ratcliffe thinks enough is enough and wants change, but no final decision taken yet. Last week, Sir Jim said he'd back his staff to make the right decision, as per no final decision as of this morning. He was seen walking into Old Trafford this morning with Joel Glazer, and he did have that interview a few days ago before the Aston Villa game, where he was on some sort of a marina. I don't know if he was in Monaco or somewhere, but he had like boats behind him and yachts. And he did mention that he would rather leave that sort of decision to be made by the football people in charge. It's not on him. And I agree with that approach. 100% I agree with that approach. But when it comes to the way that Man United have been running now, look, there has to be some sort of action taken. Now, we saw Thomas Tuchel, apparently linked, is interested. He wants to move, or his team want the move to happen. Well, we've all been bantering, haven't we? And we've been hoping for one man to walk into the United job if Erik ten Hag were to get replaced. And hence why there's many non-United fans that don't want ten Hag replaced, because they want the banter to continue. I understand that, right? And I think that is what would happen if Erik ten Hag stayed in charge. However, the one man we've all been spouting about, which would just be hilarious, is Gareth Southgate. Well, here's the latest on Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate was not a contender for the Manchester United job in the summer, and there is no information to suggest he would be now. And that's from David Ornstein. All right, Graham Potter it is then. Sorry, Southgate, you're done. Graham Potter, step to the stand. Step to the stand, please, good sir. But Samuel Luckhurst, who is Manchester Evening News, if I'm not mistaken, connected with United, has come out and said this earlier on as well. Thomas Tuchel under consideration by Manchester United to potentially replace Ten Hag. Well, I've only got one thing to say there. Man United, how about you reconsider and don't? That would be great. Because look, I'll be honest, yeah. Look, if Tuchel rocked up to United, yeah, let's be real. United would become serious. They just would. Tuchel's a top manager. He's a big manager. I know people can be Bayern Munich and whatnot. Yeah, no, but you saw what he done with us. You saw what Tuchel can do if the infrastructure around him fits him. If it fits him, he will deliver. He will deliver. Now, what went down at Bayern Munich, that football club is a mess in and of itself, right? The way that was functioning, from the moment they got rid of Nagelsmann the way they did, you knew they weren't serious, right? Manchester United have an opportunity with this new football side of the ownership to be serious. They've not made any decisions yet. Ten Hag wasn't their man. If Tuchel comes in and they give him the green light to run the team as he wants, that's what I'm worried about. So I hope they don't. But as much as realistically United should be making a decision, let's be real. If we put all our biases aside, yeah, Ten Hag should be sacked. Come on, I mean, it's getting rid. I've said this since last season. Man. The guy is out of his depth here. He doesn't belong at a top club of this stature, trying to manage. He belongs at an Ajax. He belongs at a team that is focused. He belongs at a Brighton. He would bang at Brighton. I think Ten Hag would back you. You give him a youthful project. Don't think Chelsea, please. No. I'm talking about a youthful project that is literally just about youth and bringing talent through, and not really focused on winning silverware. Ten Hag would do well there. Now, some people would say, well, silverware. I'm talking about the highest level. Yeah, Ajax in Holland are, look. It's like how Man City right now are in the Premier League. Yeah, you look at Ajax, you think, yeah, they're gonna win the Dutch title, the Eredivisie. Of course they are. Yeah. So does that really count? You know, it is what it is. But Ten Hag, as an educator, someone that is going to take a young player and bring him up to a level to then go on and play for a big club later, that's the sort of man I think Ten Hag is and the environment he thrives in. So that's just me being honest. However, that being said, I hope he stays at United as long as possible. To be honest, up until the Chelsea game would be fantastic. Now, here's the latest as of tonight in terms of his position. From Rob Dawson at ESPN saying Erik Ten Hag spoke to Manchester United's leadership team after the game against Villa and was not given an indication that his job is under immediate threat, leading him to believe he is safe for now. Ten Hag has now gone on holiday. Now, from experience, right? Chelsea fans, we know. The best thing to do is to try and change a manager when you've got time on your side. And the international break is that. And if they're not going to do it now, they're just going to stuff themselves up. They just are. And I've got a feeling they're not going to do it. I've got a feeling they're going to wait until after the international break, maybe give it 1 or 2 games. If it goes down south, then yeah, maybe Van Nistelrooy will step in. I've said this. Van Nistelrooy got brought in as collateral, right? He got brought in just in case. He's a backup plan. He's the backup dancer. United knew that they didn't have any choice but to keep Ten Hag in the summer, and they've done their due diligence to prepare for the inevitable. That's why they brought in Van Nistelrooy. I fully believe that. He's ready to take over just in case. Just in case. But they got to look at their legit long-term options. So I don't think Ten Hag's going to change. I don't think they're going to get rid of him. Now, United fans, let's just talk about United fans real quick, yeah, because this is brilliant. Listen, Saeed, I know he watches. What are you doing? What is this? What is this? What are you doing, mate? What is going on? Wait, listen, let me show you. No word of a lie, yeah. He brought on. Now, I'll be on. I've not seen this this guy before, right? But United fan. However, he gave a message. He gave an address. This felt like Donald Trump coming to the stand or something, right? He gave an address like to the nation, an address to Erik Ten Hag in his native language, so then it can get through to him. Unbelievable. He spoke in Dutch on Saeed's channel, and Saeed, look, let me show you. Look at Saeed, yeah? Look at Saeed. Look, he's talking. Look at Saeed. Any moment, he's just going to be like, yep, I fully agree. There's the nod. Yep, fully agree. Saeed, mate. What's going on? But anyway, that's Manchester United. What a place. I mean, look, we've been through our fair share of managers, yeah? We've not had to talk to our manager in his native language, except for Graham Potter, but that was by default. So unbelievable. Man United, I didn't know. United fans, you're not a different breed. I didn't think it was possible. I thought Arsenal held that title, but you lot are giving them a run for your money. A run for Arsenal's money, for sure. United fans, keep it up. Keep up the chaos. Keep it up. Now, Man City, before we come to a conclusion really soon, they've got a massive breakthrough. Manchester City's statement confirm legal win over Premier League after the governing commercial deals between clubs and related companies were declared unlawful. They released a massive statement talking about APT rules and how what the Premier League tried to do was in fact in breach of Premier League's own rules. Man City have come out with a big win here, a massive win. Now, there were some clubs that tried to give evidence against Manchester City. Let's name and shame. So, clubs who gave evidence in favour of the Premier League against Man City over associated party transaction rules were Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, West Ham, Brentford, Bournemouth, Fulham and Wolves. Now, if you notice, there are 2 clubs that are not there. I'm surprised West Ham are there, by the way. West Ham and City are meant to have like some sort of a link, if I'm not mistaken. It's like how Chelsea and Rangers have a link, you know. Man City and West Ham apparently have a link, but West Ham sold them out. Backstabbers. Whereas, Arsenal, United, Liverpool trying to just do what they can to just get City to fall. Chelsea and Newcastle, though. Nah. Chelsea and Newcastle, in fact, Chelsea... I know Chelsea have. I'm not sure if Newcastle have. Let me actually see. They did, actually. Here it is. Chelsea, Newcastle and Everton all gave evidence supporting Manchester City's claim. As the Rock would. Listen. Oil brothers, you know. I know we're not run by an oil guy anymore, but that still runs through our blood. That still runs through our veins. So don't worry, we got you. As for Newcastle as well, they got you too, man. City, relax. It's cool. We're good. The rest want to try and backstab you and sell you out. I'm like, hey, don't worry. It's all good. We'll help you. Yeah. But we expect favours in return later. Now, let's end on this. Let me know your thoughts on all of that, by the way. But it's a massive blow to the Premier League. It's not part of the 115. Can we just clarify that? But it's a massive legal win for Man City against the Premier League. Massive. And it could set the tone for that trial. So, let's wait and see. This is what we end on. Andres Iniesta has, in fact, confirmed his retirement, and he has called it a day with a beautiful video package of all his ex-managers, basically. Van Gaal, Pep, Del Bosque, Luis Enrique. Really, really nice video put together. And a relative. I don't know if it was his brother or his dad. It looked like someone very close to him. But beautiful video package. I have to say this, right? I despised Iniesta whenever he played against Chelsea. He was one of those guys. I'm just like... I hated Busquets more. Like, Busquets I had a legit problem with. Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, all these guys, I just looked at and went, they're just bloody good, man. Barcelona as well, we had a problem with the club. Yeah, and these were the guys that were just getting them over the line because they were so good. Do you know what I mean? It was frustrating. But we held our own against them, and I'm proud of what we did against them. But it's a testament to a player like Iniesta, who, look, one of the greatest to ever do it. Man. I feel sorry for anyone that wasn't watching football properly at that time when Iniesta and Xavi were really doing their thing in their prime. If you are that young, go back and watch them, please. Because they were astronomical, man. Iniesta is a player that should have won tons of Ballon d'Ors. I stick to that. And the only reason why he didn't was because Messi existed. And Ronaldo at the same time. If it hadn't been for them, Iniesta would have had it on lock. Easily. He never won one. And he should have, to be fair, because of the talent that he had and the player that he was. Just absolute elegance and class. He looked like an average guy, but you give him a football and it was just magic, man. So Iniesta, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, one of the greatest to ever do it. I wish him a very happy retirement. And good luck in retirement, Andres Iniesta. So there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below in relation to everything we discussed. Your thoughts on Duran, Cucurella, Man United, the shambles, Man City, the win over the Premier League, and Iniesta, all down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, notification bell on. Check out the socials on screen, Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you're following, and I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. Look after yourselves. Take care, and peace.